Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you are just stumbling across this video, then hello and welcome. My name is Lily and today I thought I would film a video dedicated to my handbag collection, and in particular my mid-range luxury handbags, of which I have a fair few. So they're all around the kind of £250, £300 to £500 price point. And I feel like there are so many brands now which are in that kind of bracket, and the quality really does rival the luxury brands. I really see no difference in the leather and the hardware between my bags in this kind of category and my more expensive bags. To be fair, I don't have loads of high-end luxury bags, and these are the bags that I reach for pretty much every day anyway. So if you are looking to make a purchase from any brands such as Polene, Demellier, Cafune, Songmont, any of those kind of brands, then this could be the video for you. But I've got around 15 or 16 bags to get through, so I am going to just jump straight in. I'm going to start off with by far my most used bag style. There are no prizes for guessing what this is if you have watched my videos before, because you will definitely already know. But this is the Demellier London Midi New York. I now own this in 3 different colours, which I know is a bit excessive, but I just love these bags so much. This is obviously my black one, which was the first one in my collection. I've had this probably for 2 years or so now, I would say, and it's by far the most used bag that I own. It's just perfect for every day. You can definitely dress it up with slightly more formal kind of everyday looks, but I also love how it looks worn more casually, just with a gym set when you're going to a class or whatever. It's that perfect throw everything in and go style of bag. And this is the smaller size of the 2 that Demellier do in this style. Personally for me, I can fit everything I need for every day in here. I really do have the bigger size on my wish list though, because I think for travel it would just be so perfect. The only thing you can't get in here is a laptop. I don't generally tend to carry a laptop unless I'm going to a cafe or whatever to work from. So yeah, that doesn't bother me. It also doesn't have obviously a shoulder strap. It is kind of a crook of the arm or handheld kind of bag. But again, that doesn't bother me because I don't really like wearing bags over my shoulder. Sometimes I feel like they can be quite heavy, and I never have anything too heavy in here anyway, so I'm definitely happy to carry it just in my hand. And then the other 2 colours I have in the Midi New York are the off-white and the tan suede. Now straight away you'll probably notice that these ones are in much better condition. Obviously the black one is my most used, but I think at one point I had something pressed up against it when I was storing it, and it has misshapen a little bit, which I'm kind of sad about, but that is my own fault. It's nothing on the bag. The quality of the leather is so good. It's also a grained leather, so it's not going to scratch or anything, but yeah, it's just me not taking good enough care of it. So definitely don't let that put you off. As long as you look after it, you will be fine. In terms of the hardware, you've just got this little section here which you can unclip, and I love how that looks. I wear it like that quite regularly. And then inside it's just basically one big open space. You do have a zip pocket at the back, and that's the crossbody strap in there. In this one and in my black one, I do actually have these organisers from a brand called Handbag Angels. I think this is a genius idea. They actually make these inserts for so many different brands and styles of bags. So yeah, this is the Midi New York one, and it's just got 6 pockets around the outside, so you can pop things in there, which I just think is such a good idea and definitely helps me with organising my bag and keeping it that little bit more tidy. So I am going to stick to doing this brand by brand just so I don't forget any of the bags. And the next style from my Demellier collection is this one, which is the Nano Montreal in the burgundy colour. Now I got this one in the winter, so not all that long ago, and I used it so much over the autumn winter months. I feel like this colour is very much giving kind of autumnal wintry vibes. I love it. It's such a rich and gorgeous shade of burgundy, and this style to me is just the perfect evening kind of bag. I love a top handle, and yeah, I just think it is such a cute size. Not the most practical bag in the world, like you can't fit a iPhone Pro Max in there, so I guess that would put some people off. But it's quite wide at the bottom, so you can fit pretty much everything else you'd need for a night out. But yeah, an iPhone probably isn't going to fit in this one. Another thing I would say about the style though is that it doesn't actually stand up by itself. Because of this like hardware at the front, it is quite kind of heavy and does like fall over. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. But I love the hardware detail. I think it is so chic, and as you can see, it just opens really easily by pressing in a little button at the bottom. So yeah, that is the Nano Montreal. And then I do also have the Mini Seville from Demellier, which I absolutely adore and use a lot. But sadly, I think that style has been discontinued, so I didn't think there was any point in showing you that one. So the final style I have is the Vancouver bag, which admittedly I don't use as much as I should. When I pulled this off the shelf, I was like, why have I not used this in ages? It's such a nice style, and I would say it's very reminiscent of the Celine Triomphe bag. This was actually the first style that I ever got from Demellier. God, it was ages ago now. And because it is like what kind of print is that? I feel like it's maybe an alligator print. Obviously, it's not real like alligator skin or anything. It's just leather. But yeah, it's quite a fine animal print, and because of that, it makes it a really hard kind of leather. So this one is definitely very robust and structured, and I don't think this would become like misshapen at all over time. So if you are someone who is quite like careless with your bags, then this could be a really good style for you. You can wear this one with the strap doubled up on your shoulder, which I really like. Or you can kind of pull this down and wear it more as a crossbody. It's quite easy to do, to change it around. So yeah, you can wear it like that, or you can kind of like pull up this a little bit and have it as a top handle. And then moving on to Songmont, who I have two styles from. And I actually worked with them on YouTube at the start of the year, and I had a discount code, and I've just checked and it's still active. So it was Lily Clark 12 for 12% off your order. So if you do like either of these styles, then definitely take advantage of that. The first bag is the Luna bag, which is probably their most popular style. It's the one that I'd seen all over Instagram, and it's definitely my favourite. I absolutely love this bag, and I really love this brand because I feel like they really prioritise versatility when they are designing their bags. So this style, I think you can wear 4 different ways, which is just amazing because you're basically getting 4 bags for the price of one. And I think if you're going to make a big investment purchase like that, then that is definitely something that is important. So this style is obviously the shoulder bag. It's really comfortable to wear like this because it's got quite like an arched handle, and there's quite a big like space between the handle and like underneath your arm. I just feel like it's quite comfortable. And I love wearing this for daytime looks, but also in the evening for a slightly more casual kind of evening look. Now, every bag I'm going to show you in this video is honestly such gorgeous quality. But I do feel like Songmont potentially slightly edge out the rest in terms of the quality of their hardware. I don't know if you can tell, but the tone of gold on their hardware is just perfect. And something about it just feels like it wouldn't scratch. It just feels really, really good quality and like well put together. You can also take off the shoulder strap on this one, so the like bits just slide out pretty easily, and then you just slide this section together and it kind of clicks shut, and you've got a little handheld evening bag. This is definitely my favourite way to wear this bag. It's like a dumpling shape, which I just love. I wear this so much with evening looks. I just feel like it's the perfect kind of shape and size, and I get so many compliments on this bag. I love the cream colour as well. It's like the perfect slightly warm toned cream without being too yellow. You've also got this little padlock detail there, which again I just think is so cute. So yeah, I cannot rave highly enough about this bag. You can also wear it crossbody, and then the fourth way you can wear it is like this. So you've got more of like a little wrist kind of strap. But to be honest, I mainly just wear it the first two ways, so either as a shoulder bag or as the little dumpling. And then the second Songmont bag that I have is the medium song bag, which is this gorgeous little kind of bucket style. I can't remember what the colour of this one is called, but obviously I will leave the exact one linked. But I love this colour. I feel like it's a gorgeous kind of taupey, mushroomy brown, and goes with a lot of different neutral tones. Again, the quality is just perfect. You've got a little slide across detail, the same as the Luna bag, and then there is also a magnetic closure as well. And then inside this one you also get this little detachable like zipped section, which is just so handy. You can obviously stick all your valuables in there and the zip bit, and then this kind of like attaches on inside, so it isn't just like a fully bucket bag. So yeah, those are both of the Songmont bags in my collection, and to be honest, I would really like to add to my Songmont collection because they honestly just have so many gorgeous styles. So the next bag is one of the newer additions to my collection, and this is from a brand called Diffusion, who are a slightly more indie kind of bag brand. You've probably seen them doing the rounds on Instagram. A lot of the like really cool Instagram girls have bags from this brand. And yeah, I've been eyeing them up for quite a while now and decided to take the plunge. I had a Liberty discount code and also a voucher from like loyalty kind of points. So I decided to use them to put towards this. This is the large Santa crocker style, and this is in the like pure white, because they do also do a very similar kind of beigey white tone. But I really wanted a bright white everyday bag for summer. I was thinking either this, or if not, I would have gone for a basket bag. But I landed on this one in the end because I feel like it's a really good kind of hybrid bag for every day, for like city life. I feel like it's perfect. Although it is just one open section, it obviously kind of tapers in towards the top. So when you have this on your shoulder, like no one would be able to get in and kind of snatch anything out of it. So yeah, that was one factor. But then I also wanted a bag that was going to be really nice for holidays as well. Maybe not as like a beach bag, because I don't know how practical the woven leather would be with like sand. Although it probably would be fine, because obviously basket bags aren't like watertight either. But yeah, I feel like for like holidays, this is going to be a really, really great bag. It'd be a good kind of hand luggage bag, because obviously you can fit quite a lot in this style. And the reason I went for this one over the other styles that Diffusion do is because it's got like a flat bottom. Some of them have like a more unstructured bottom, and I feel like the leather might kind of stretch out over time. And yeah, I just don't think they look as polished as this style does. So yeah, I'm over the moon with this bag. I'm really, really happy to have this one in my collection. It definitely gives me Bottega vibes on a budget. But yeah, I will obviously leave this one linked if I can find it in stock, because I do think it might have sold out in the white now, but they do it in loads of other gorgeous colours. So if not, I will leave some of those linked instead. Okay, and then moving on to my beloved Polène collection. I love Polène bags with my whole heart. I feel like their designs are just so beautiful, and again, I feel like these are definitely some of the most worn bags in my handbag collection. First up, we have the Numero Dix bag, which is one of my most worn. I've had this for a good couple of years now, maybe even 3 years. It's in the camel colour, which is definitely my favourite colour from Polène. I feel like it's just the perfect tone of tan. It isn't like too dark and warm, but it also just like goes with all of my kind of other tan accessories, like my Celine belt and any like tan sandals. So yeah, I absolutely adore this bag. It's perfect for every day. The only thing I would say about this style is because it's quite tight at the top, it can be sometimes difficult to like find what you're looking for if you're in a hurry. That doesn't really bother me, but say you were like traveling to work on the tube or something and you needed to access things really quickly from your bag, then maybe this isn't the most practical style. You probably wouldn't use this as a work bag anyway, but you get the gist. In terms of the quality of the leather, it's just gorgeous. All of Polène's bags are beautiful quality. I really want the mini size as well. I actually got this one before they brought out the smaller version. Otherwise, I probably would have gone for that one because I feel like it's so cute and would just be gorgeous as an evening bag. And then probably the biggest bag in my handbag collection is the Polène Numero bag. I'm not actually sure if that is how you pronounce it, but this is the viral like TikTok Instagram bag. I have it in the canvas and cognac colorway. It's the camel one, which is everywhere all over Instagram, and it's so gorgeous. I absolutely adore that bag. This one is so beautiful as well, especially for summer. It definitely feels like more of a summer bag to me, so I do usually just wear this in the warmer months. But you can also wear this one a couple of different ways. So you can wear it like this with the big wings. I love it, and obviously you can fit so much in it. But you can also like cross over the straps. In fact, I'll just do that and show you. And then here's what it looks like with the straps crossed over. So you'll see it completely changes the shape of the bag. To be honest, I don't really wear it like this because I like the like bigger, more unstructured kind of style. But it does look really cute. And with this one, you obviously get the top handles and also the shoulder straps. It does also fit a laptop inside this one, although because it's not like a structured shape, it isn't like the most practical, but I have carried my laptop in here before and it's been fine. Again, it's another one that would make a great travel bag. So yeah, that is the Polène Numero. Next up from Polène, we have the berry bag, which I haven't had too long, but I have worn so much already. If you've watched my recent videos, you'll probably know that I have been wearing this with pretty much every look. I think it's such a cute style and the perfect kind of day to night kind of size. You can undo the little handle really easily, so it does open right out, so you can kind of like see when you're getting things out of it. And then it has the magnetic closure as well. And then it has this strap which you can adjust to wear as a shoulder strap or also as a crossbody bag. You can also detach it by undoing the little like knots at the side. It is a little bit fiddly, but it can be done, and I have done that on the odd occasion. Again, this is another one that doesn't stand up on its own, so you will need to just like lie that by the table or like next to you or whatever, but that doesn't really bother me, and obviously it creates that gorgeous shape that it has. Again, I went for the camel colour in this one, so yeah, just the perfect addition to my bag collection, and very, very happy to have this for the upcoming summer months. And then the final bag from Polène is the Numero Dix bag. Now this is probably the most casual bag in my collection, and I don't really reach for this super often. I feel like my style is a little bit more on the dressier kind of side. So yeah, I don't use this one as much as I should. And I feel like maybe the colour of this has something to do with the fact why I don't wear it as often. I like to match my shoes with my bags. I know that's a bit of an outdated kind of rule. I don't always do it, but where I can, I will. So yeah, I feel like that's another reason I don't wear this one as much, because in the summer I tend to wear more like tan sandals, which is why I've got so many tan bags. This one is actually a perfect colour match for my ballet flats, but because it's a casual style and I feel like the ballet flats are a little bit dressier, I just don't really think they 100% work together. But I do love this style of bag, and if you are someone who has quite a casual, kind of everyday kind of wardrobe, then this would definitely be a style to have a look into. You can wear it as a shoulder bag, or you can change it to a crossbody. In fact, I think it comes with 2 straps, so you can do that. Yeah, so it's got this strap which kind of extends it to make it into a crossbody bag. It's obviously got the zip top, so it's quite a practical one. If you were traveling, say you were on a city break or something, then this would be a really good like secure bag. Obviously it's really close to your chest and you've got that zip for security. But yeah, I think if I could choose again, I probably would have gone for this one in black. I feel like they do one that's black with contrast white stitching, and I think that's gorgeous. But I'm going to hold on to it over the summer and see if I reach for it a little bit more often, because I do think it's a gorgeous style, just not one that is getting the wear it deserves. So the next bag in my collection is actually brand new and still has the tag on. This is from a French brand called Elleme, and I am honestly so obsessed with this bag. They are also a clothing brand, and honestly their pieces are to die for, and I would say they are more on the kind of luxury kind of side. This bag is definitely at the top end of the ones I've shown you today. I think they're around £500 or so, but I wanted to include it because I personally hadn't heard of this brand. They did actually very kindly send me this, but just in case any of you haven't heard of it either, I just wanted to bring it to your attention because I feel like this bag is just so stunning. It's just the perfect summer bag. I love the shape of it and how it kind of like goes in at the middle, and then it opens out with the magnetic closure, and it's a good size, to be fair. Like, you could definitely fit your everyday items in there. Again, you've just got a little pocket at the side, and it also does come with a crossbody strap, which obviously I've not even unpackaged yet. I love the gold hardware on the handle. It's quite like a thick, like irregular kind of shape, which I love. It did also come in like plain leather versions as well, which I guess would be a little bit more seasonless, but I couldn't resist the woven leather. And I believe this bag is called the boomerang bag, and I went for the smaller size. Okay, we are nearing the end now. I really hope this video isn't too long because I feel like I am quite passionate about my bag collection and have been going on for ages. But the next bag is from Cafune. Again, I'm not sure how to pronounce the brand name, but this is a gorgeous brand, and I believe this is the medium stance bag. I went for the taupe colour, I think this is called, and it's such a beautiful shade. Obviously I have quite a few warmer toned bags in my collection, so I feel like it's nice to have something that is like a slightly cooler tone. And the style of this is definitely a lot more structured and feels a little bit more like corporate kind of vibes. Obviously you couldn't fit a laptop in this bag, but I do feel like it would be a really nice work bag if you don't carry too much. It's also got contrast white stitching, which I love, and I love the hardware on this one as well, actually, because you kind of flick that up and then open it like that, so I really like that kind of closure. Inside you've got a zipped pocket again at the back, and then a crossbody strap. This one actually also has a zipped pocket on the back, which I feel like would be really handy if you needed something to access quite easily, like your phone. I feel like you could get your phone in there, or like cards or whatever. This one comes in a few different sizes. I really love the smaller ones, which are more kind of evening styles. But this, again, is just a great kind of everyday size that you can fit everything you need into. And then the final bag I just wanted to briefly show you is from the brand Oleada, who again I have worked with on YouTube previously. And they're actually a brand that I don't hear too many people talking about. I definitely think they are underrated. Especially if you are like a corporate kind of girl, or you work in the office quite often and you tend to carry a laptop and quite a lot of stuff, then I feel like this brand is going to be perfect because their designs definitely cater to that kind of lifestyle. So this one is the wavier bag in the latte colour, which again I just think is a perfect tone of brown. It's such a gorgeous colour. And again, there are a few different ways you can wear this one. So obviously you can hold it as the top handle bag. And then inside there is also a couple of straps. So you can actually wear this one as a backpack. I'll see if I can find the old cutaways from when I worked with them, although probably have deleted them by now because I'm always running out of storage. But yeah, you can wear it as a backpack and also as like a shoulder bag, although because it is quite big, I feel like it's more suited to being like the backpack. And then inside there are loads of different compartments in this one. You've got a space for a laptop there, so it does fit a 13-inch MacBook, which is what I have. And then you've got like a big section and then a big zip section at the front. Oh, there's also a pocket, if you can see there. So loads of different compartments in this one. It's a really like organised kind of bag. And then my favourite thing actually about this bag and how I use it most regularly is as a travel bag. It has this like flap on the back, so you can actually slide it down onto a suitcase. So then you've obviously got it attached and you don't have to think about carrying two things, especially if you've got like heavy bags or a heavy suitcase or whatever, then I feel like that just makes it so much easier. But yeah, I am going to end the video there. That is all the bags in the mid-range luxury like price point category. As I said at the start, I do have a fair few, so hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully it wasn't too overwhelming, and I really hope I've not gone on for like 40 minutes because it feels like I have been talking forever. But yeah, I will obviously leave all the bags linked down below. Let me know if you have any of these styles already or if you're thinking of picking any up. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you for my next video. Bye!